Hello. I got to start out by saying big shout out to Restream. Your graphics are pretty cool. That's a cool countdown. So if you're watching, Restream, really cool graphics. Lucky Burrito, welcome. How's it going? Thanks for joining. Namaste back to you. So I'm going to try to do a quick stream because I always say that. But I'm going to try because my dog wants to go out. I'm doing good. How are you doing? My dog wants to go outside, so I'm going to try to keep this short. Just wanted to talk about taxes. Doing your taxes is a really important thing to do. Nice to see you. Thank you for joining. I want to talk about taxes and doing them, and a little story about a local business that does taxes who's being investigated by the government. Facial recognition to submit your taxes in the future. And then apparently Jamal Bowman has been arrested or was arrested earlier. So just want to really quickly make fun of that. But first, I kind of want to talk. I'm going to show this clip about John Lennon that I've been meaning to share. I'm sure many of you might have seen it before, but I post this I use this when I'm putting up flyers. I have a flyer that goes to this clip to try to wake up everyone in my neighborhood. So let's just go over this clip really quick, and then I'll get into the stories.
All our society is run by insane people for insane objectives. You know, and I think that's what I sussed when I was 16 and 12, way down the line. But I expressed it differently all through my life. It's the same thing I'm expressing all the time, but now I can put it into that sentence that I think we're being run by maniacs for maniacal ends. You know, if anybody can put on paper what our government and the American government, etc., and the Russian, Chinese, what they are actually trying to do, you know, and what they think they're doing. I'd be very pleased to know what they think they're doing. I think they're all insane, you know, but I'm liable to be put away as insane for expressing that. You know, that's what's insane about it. Every country's had a virus.
So that's the first part of the clip. He's like absolutely on point. It's probably why they had to get rid of him. But this part, I think the later part is cool. So I'll just stop talking and play it.
Violent revolution for one reason or the other. Not one of them has the freedom we're all talking or the other. Not one. You know, that's what's insane about it. Every country's had a violent revolution for one reason or the other. Not one of them has the freedom we're all talking about. So we're saying give peace a chance. You know, like nobody's ever done it before. And it's not a matter of, we're not thinking in terms of 10 years, we're thinking in terms of peace forever, you know. And everybody's talking about now. I want peace now. We can get peace now if we want it now. And the left wing talk about giving the power to the people. You know, anybody knows that the people have the power. All we have to do is awaken the power in the people. The people are unaware. It's like they're not educated to realize that they have power. They put the politicians in power. They vote for the local mayor. The people do it. But the system is so geared that everybody believes that just the father will fix everything. The father being the government. Government will fix everything. It is all government's fault. You know, shake your fist at the government. Well, we are the government. The people are the government and the people have the power, but we must try and make them aware of this.
So that clip, I post it on telephone poles all the time. I have a flyer that I created. Let's see if I could share that. Let me see if I could share this flyer. If anyone wants this flyer, let me know. I'll send it. I'll send you the graphic. Hold up. Maybe you can just screenshot this graphic. So, it's a lyric from Strawberry Fields Forever. Living is easy with eyes closed, misunderstanding all you see. That's a song by John Lennon. I don't think did he write that song? I think he did. Can you show me your dog? Yeah, I'll bring him out. Let me call him. He's waiting to go outside, so I'm sure he's gonna get excited. But yeah, so that QR code takes you to that YouTube clip. That's what I use around my neighborhood in any neighborhoods that I'm in. It's an easy graphic. I think people really like the Beatles, so um, just like a little truth bomb about the government and how we are the government. It's not the other way around. We just have to tell people that we are in control, and we need to keep educating people that we are actually in control. And we can't always be blaming our government, um, shaking their fist. It's just a good thing if you want to use that graphic. I think it can wake up a lot of like normal people. Do you have them as stickers? No, so I don't have them as stickers. Probably a good sticker to get. I would probably change the font because I don't like that font. Um, I post them. I just print out a half sheet and I post them every time I go for a walk. Try to go to my neighborhood, have like a rotation of flyers that I go through. Um, and then I drive to another neighborhood and just take a walk there and post them up. So that's what I do to take my dog out. So I'm actually going to go do that in a few minutes. But let me talk about these stories. Um, so this is based in this business, this tax business. Everyone has a local tax person that they go to. If instead of H&R Block, usually there's tons of these kinds of businesses in your city. I'm sure if you don't do it online, you have a family business that you go to get your taxes done. So in Emeryville, California, this is right next to Oakland, right next to Berkeley, city I used to live in a few months ago. So this is in Emeryville, which is in the Bay Area. But the owner of Emeryville Tax Services, this company, is basically being prosecuted for preparing false taxes for people, like submitting false taxes. So Tracy Austin, the owner, 44, of Brentwood, California, which is here in the Bay Area too, is alleged to have prepared materially false and fraudulent returns for her clients by including false or inflated expenses, income, and dependents. Austin opened her first Emeryville business in 2013 and gradually has expanded to Richmond and Pittsburgh, some majority Black neighborhoods. Here is Tracy Austin. Not only is she a small business owner and does people's taxes, she teaches people how to do taxes. So she also is an instructor, and she's teaching people. Well, let me read more of the article. But this investigation has revealed that Austin has allegedly assisted in the preparation of at least 42 fraudulent tax returns, and an estimated tax loss of well over 6,900 $697,000 to the federal government. So they're investigating this small business owner, this black small business owner, for helping people get more tax returns by inflating their numbers. Um, I think everybody, I think everybody has somebody, you know, a friend who says, "Go to my tax guy; they can get you the best return." It seems as though this lady was just doing that kind of thing. Um, apparently, and apparently, let me go to the, I guess, the Justice Department paper on this. But from what let me just go there now. Steve Cutler Live. Hello, how's it going? Thank you for joining. Gumby, here's my dog. So here he is. He's waiting to go on a walk. Oh, he has to probably go to the restroom and stuff. But Gumby, yeah, named after the cartoon, the claymation cartoon. Um, so everyone has that person who says, "Go to my tax guy; he can get you like the best refund." Blah blah blah. I personally don't, because I do my own taxes, um, and I do them on TurboTax. But this isn't about me. This is about the government going and trying to arrest people for helping other people get a little bit more in their tax returns. And again, Emeryville is pretty gentrified, but the other cities that was listed in that article are Pittsburgh and Richmond, which are majority black. So that means that families, black families, minority families, because there's also Latino families that I'm sure go here, are going to this lady, and she's helping them get, you know, as much money back from the government that the government has taken from them already. So she's being fined, she's being charged. Let me just go to the document again. Sorry. Gumby is a boss. Yeah, Pokey's Gumby's I guess pony friend. Hopefully you guys could see this. It looks fine for me. I'll try to highlight it. So, if convicted, Austin faces a maximum penalty of 3 years in prison and a $100,000 fine. However, any sentence following conviction would be imposed by a court after consideration of the U.S. sentencing guidelines. So, at the bare minimum, if she's found guilty of helping people get a maximum tax return, she's going to go to jail. And teaching others how to do the same. I just feel like this is wrong. It's wrong when there's billionaires who don't have to do taxes, don't have to pay any taxes, and they're okay. There's those what was it, Panama Papers or something? Like, it's been exposed of who's like not paying their taxes, and the government is going over and trying to find this lady and put this lady, Tracy Austin, into jail for just helping regular people maximize their tax returns, which it's not a bad thing. The government has taken your money, so you should be able to reclaim all of that money that they've taken from you. It's frustrating for me. Let's see what else is on this. So this United States Attorney's Office, Northern District of California. So apparently, what they're also saying is that, okay, during the tax school, Austin allegedly instructed prospective tax preparers how to fraudulently manipulate tax returns to generate the maximum tax refund and thus maximum tax preparation fee by listing fictitious side businesses under Schedule C and fake business expenses on Schedule A. For example, the complaint describes how Austin taught her students how she created a fictitious dog grooming business for a client, created a fictitious profit and loss statement for the business, and how she instructed the client to print out some dog photos to support the idea of her fictitious business. Okay. Don't you think? I'm glad that you guys asked me I'm glad that you guys asked me to show my dog, because in this statement by the Attorney General, they're saying that this lady is telling people how to make fake dog grooming businesses. Now, I'm not sure exactly, but don't you have to start an LLC to have a legit business and report those kinds of things on taxes? I'm not an expert on that stuff. This is not tax advice, by the way. Anyone who's watching, this is not tax advice. But she's showing people how to falsify documents and something isn't the IRS smart enough to figure out, hey, this business isn't legitimate? It just seems weird. It just seems like just a thing to add, just to support their story. Stop stealing our money, you plebs, kind of thing. So that's basically it. That's basically it for this story. It's just frustrating. Like I said, the upper class, the rich, the predator class, billionaires, they're, the presidents, nobody has to do their taxes, and they're okay. They, hire tax people who fake documents as well. They hire consultants that tell them how to avoid, paying any taxes. And they're trying to investigate this lady with a small business who is showing other people how to maximize returns for, again, working class people in the East Bay of in the San Francisco East Bay. It's just sick. It's just a waste of time. It's just a waste of time. Lucky says, yes, you have to with the LLC. Yeah, so it's doesn't make sense. I can't just say I have a small business, but it not be legitimate. Why would you report a dog grooming business that is not legit? It just doesn't, it just doesn't make sense. Pretty sure that standard to start with, yeah. Or a 501c or something. Okay, so to continue on the IRS, I think the title of this stream was the taxman will get you. So let's see how else the taxman's going to get us. Man, when you have too many tabs, you can't find the right one. You would have to show that you bought the supplies. Yeah, exactly. Like she's like falsing receipts at like Petco. She has somebody at Petco who can say, "Can you print out some extra receipts so I can submit it with these people that I'm doing their taxes? Oh, by the way, can you like go onto like can you do hashtag dogs of Instagram and find like the cutest photos so I can print them out and submit them to the IRS too?" That's all documented in the report by the attorney, U.S. attorney, and it's like you think she has the you think she's like going to Petco and getting receipts and all this stuff to falsify like a couple, I don't know, $600 of return because you bought nail clippers for a dog or something. All right, I'm gonna put the graphics on the stream. If she was printing out photos of Gumby and Leo, I don't think the government would fuck with that. Those dogs are too cute. Um, okay. So, in addition to all that stuff about the government cracking down on people who are trying to maximize your tax refund, apparently they're going to be you're going to have to submit a selfie while you submit your taxes now, too. I didn't read this story, to be honest. I saw that title. So, let's see what it talks about. So the IRS will require users of its online portal to create an ID.me account from summer. So I wonder if this is going to be connected to your COVID ID. ID.me is a digital identification company that requires selfies from users for facial recognition. It has landed numerous contracts with with U.S. governments over the course of the pandemic. Let's go to ID.me. I wish I could share multiple screens at a time. I think I can only do that with the paid version of this. So bear with me while I switch screens. This is ID.me. ID.me simplifies how individuals securely prove and share their identity online. Okay, so for government stuff, for healthcare, for e-commerce, financial services. Hey, so basically, you know where this is going, guys. You're going to have to prove that you're you when you log on to your social media by taking a selfie to log on, um, to go to the doctor, take a selfie and make sure you can go in, to go to a restaurant probably at some time. Take a selfie to make sure that you can go in, that it's you, that you don't have some fake vax passport or something like that. It's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, let's go back to this article. A lot of people had to do ID.me for taxes stimulus where you have to verify everything. That's crazy. I didn't know that they've already implemented this. So do you have to like create an online account? Now that this article is saying that you have to take a selfie, so I guess they want to prove that you've done your own taxes and you're not hiring people to do it or something. The international the International Revenue Service. I thought this was the Internal Revenue Service. Did the IRS go international? IRS is going to require users of its online tax payment services to create an identification account, which will involve sending off a selfie for facial recognition. You have an existing If you have an existing IRD username, please create a new ID.me account as soon as possible. We're bringing you an improved sign-in experience. You won't be able to log in. Oh, so maybe lucky. You need to tell everybody that used to do that they have to create a new account and submit a photo to access that. That's what this article says, at least. Okay, well, that's that article. I don't I don't really see the point of doing this. Why do I have to submit a selfie to pay my taxes? Like, does it matter that I'm paying them? Like, I have a social security number. I'm paying them. Like, why do you need to see my face? It doesn't say in this article, unless I can't read. Oh, check this out. Bloomberg has also found a log of complaints launched against ID.me by users with California's Okay. One complaint involved a transgender user who was blocked from accessing state benefits because the gender stated on their driver's license and passports didn't match. One user told Bloomberg they ran into significant problems trying to send off a selfie as the app failed to recognize her face and then locked her out for 72 hours. Okay, so you'll need to submit a selfie to make and view payments and access their tax records. I just don't really see why you need to do this. Peop Well, okay, let me read some of these comments. A lot of people had to do. People don't usually file taxes. Oh, yes, a selfie, and I think ID pic too. It will be the green pass next. They're just getting us ready. Yeah, yeah. I agree there. Um, they got everyone assigned a QR code, um, and now they're going to tie that QR code to your face. Not like they can't. The thing is, they were like giving away vaccines to everyone, right? You didn't even have to be a citizen to get a free vaccine. So they've tagged like foreign nationals. You know, what's the word? Just people with green cards, people who aren't residents, who aren't citizens. They were just giving away vaccines to them. Now they have a QR code assigned to them, and they're not even citizens of this country. So we have all this like data on immigrants. Isn't that weird that we're just like as a country providing vaccines to immigrants as well, and not like in a bad way at all, but just like shouldn't a government shouldn't like their government like be responsible or care or have any say in like what their citizens might be getting, as far as like, hey, it's almost it's almost weird that they're giving away vaccines to people who aren't citizens just because that's a citizen of another country. And what if they get sick and now that citizen from another country can't sue the manufacturer of these vaccinations? Seems kind of weird. Um, I don't want to get too, I don't want this video to get down, but I can go deeper on that, on my thoughts on that, but I'm a little bit nervous too on YouTube. But it starts with bio and it ends with warfare. That's what it sounds like to me. If you're vaccinating people who aren't citizens of your own country and something happens to go wrong with with that thing that you just injected into them. That's a long tangent from taxes. Um, but yeah, tying your facial photo with your taxes to your QR code. Okay, let me get into some not stuff related to that, but just more making fun of this Jamal Bowman guy. You know, I'm glad that he got arrested, but apparently he got arrested. Congressman Jamal Bowman arrested outside Capitol building during civil rights protest. So Jamal Bowman was arrested outside the Capitol building Thursday, today, according to his office, along with 30 other demonstrators who were on a hunger strike in support of voting legislation. So I'm going to go to their Twitter pages too. Bowman, a Democrat, obviously, was participating in a nonviolent action at the north barricade of the Capitol building. So here's a statement, I think. On Twitter, Capitol Police said demonstrators began blocking one side of the north barricade outside of the Capitol building before noon. So they blocked a fence, and they got arrested for blocking a fence, a barricade. They're blocking a barricade. They got arrested. This is more people getting arrested at this protest than at January 6th. Capitol. Jamal Bowman gets arrested. Well, obviously, I'm going to go to his Twitter page. I don't even want to read this because this is just like a staged event. Martin Luther King week, all this voting act stuff happening. Hey, Jamal Bowman, can you get arrested at this protest that's happening outside that has, I'm sure, some sort of permit to be? Can we do, at the Democratic meeting, or the Democratic Party like huddle last week was like, can we do what the People's Party was doing and have someone arrested? Jamal Bowman, can that be you? You haven't really been pulling your weight on fake stage things lately, so can we get you to do it? And he was like, sure, I will be happy to do it. It's just like if this was real, if he really wanted to be arrested, why did he go outside of the Capitol to do it? He has access to the Capitol. He could have been arrested on the floor of the Senate or whatever, of Congress, trying to protest this. I think he's doing it to pass voting rights bills, which we all know are bad. They're not going to do anything really, but also probably to protest this vote against the filibuster or something. I read something about something like that. I wasn't paying attention today. But if he really was super concerned, he is a sitting member of Congress and he can go inside of the floor and be arrested there if he really wanted to make a statement. Instead, he was just chose to get arrested with these other protesters who aren't allowed in the building. So, I mean, it's a staged event. Let me go to the Twitter. We have a protest April 11th in TC. Lucky Burrito, what's it about? What's the protest on April 11th for? I'm excited to see this No on Mandates protest on Sunday. I'm excited to see Combo Couch's stream about that. I'm glad they're going. Um, I hope we can see it live. I'm sure they'll be like clogging the live streams, but oh, Assange protest on the 11th. Nice. Free Assange for sure. Yep. Agree. Misty will be there. Oh, okay. That's awesome. Misty will be there. Glory Jones. I really wish I can go. I haven't been to DC, I don't know, in at least 10 years. They love to jam the live streams and actual. Yeah. So I'm excited for the protest on this weekend. Let's see. Hopefully, we can see what goes on. And we don't have to rewatch the clips on on Twitter. All right, so Jamal Bowman yesterday was talking about 33 bills passed in 19 states throughout 2021 that restrict voting rights. There's a battle for the ballot box, and we can't watch it from the sidelines. He's literally in the sidelines outside. Like I just said, like he could have been arrested today inside the building. This is just a photo op. And again, for just blocking a gate. They didn't even get arrested for like doing anything crazy. They were just blocking a gate. Hold up. There's another. I think there's a video of him getting arrested on another page I want to show. Yeah, I'm gonna try. I would really want to go to DC. I want to see it. Obviously, since last year, there's like fences, and I want to see what a failed state looks like and what the capital of a failed state looks like. Because I've been to Sacramento. I live in California. I've been to Sacramento. Yeah, I saw that Max Blumenthal was going to be at the end the mandate rally this weekend speaking. So I'm sure all these speeches will be online, and I just hope they don't jam the live stream. So it'd be, I want to see, I want to see what's going on. I want to see all the people there. It's exciting. I was at an anti-mandate rally in California last year at Sacramento, and I wasn't really sure about. I didn't really. I wasn't as I guess activated in the matter of mandates. I just wanted to go see and learn and hear the speeches and hear why people were against mandates. And you know, I it wasn't just right wing, the right wing libertarian Republican type. It was all sorts of people, and it's on my YouTube channel if you want to check it out. I forgot what it was called, but it was basically, I think it was in September they were requiring all medical professionals in California to be vaccinated, and that was the rally. Um, I think it was medical workers and California state employees had to be vaccinated on that day. There's a wall going up around the White House. It's only about 10 hours drive from us. I want to drive down because that's awesome. Yeah, I've seen those photos of the walls going up. That's a site of a failed state. And that's, you know, when, Biden's in his bunker. This is his bunker moment. Um, they're trying to shield everyone in power from just normal people like us that are just sick of it. So here's homeboy getting arrested.
If I got flex, flex. I need flex.
Making sure they got all the angles on the photos there. Don't worry, we're going to take you to, we're going to take you to the break room in Congress. You won't even go to see a jail cell. Too tight, Senator? Are these cuffs too tight? Or Congressman, my bad. They got like the bike police arrest,
All around the world. All around the world. What we gonna do? I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine.
Wasn't when in September, whenever that was, when the People's Party was on the steps of the Capitol, um, weren't they not allowed to be wearing anything matching? I see 3 of these sweaters here. Was this an approved protest? And did he get arrested at an approved protest? I'm sure that was the case. Yeah, totally. That's why I titled it Neato Photoshop or Photo Op. Why didn't he just get arrested inside if he really wanted to protest this? All right, guys. Yeah, it was the red bandanas. Yeah, they got arrested for wearing red bandanas. Jamal Bowman got arrested because you probably had the same beanies. Or no, they're like it said in the report, they're blocking the fence. Okay, I'm gonna take my dog out for a little walk. Yeah, they never got in trouble. They That they were what occupying for the weekend. Only protest with prior, please. This is yeah. That's why it's 100% staged. It's sad. It's sad. It's sad that people still don't see this. But again, like the headlines tomorrow, or the CNN tomorrow is going to talk about how Jamal Bowman got arrested on the Capitol steps fighting for voting rights and to end the filibuster. Like those are going to be the headlines. All right, I'm probably gonna. I will be in the chats while I'm walking, actually. So I'll see you guys later. Thank you for coming. Um, Eventually, I'm gonna start having people on here. So maybe after the Assange protests, could you guys can come on and talk about it? That'd be awesome. But thank you. I'll see you guys later. Have a great rest of your night and happy early weekend. Say no to mandates.